Many people struggle with persistent financial difficulties, unable to break free from a cycle of scarcity or mediocrity despite their efforts, often due to a subconscious money blueprint formed in childhood that limits their wealth potential. Harv Eker's Secrets of the Millionaire Mind reveals how these deeply ingrained beliefs and habits sabotage financial success, causing individuals to unknowingly repeat patterns of struggle or failure. The book addresses this problem by providing practical steps to reprogram your money blueprint and adopt the mindset of the wealthy. To overcome these hidden barriers and achieve lasting financial freedom, readers must dive into Eker's transformative principles and actionable exercises. This book is essential for anyone ready to reshape their financial destiny and unlock their true potential. Here are 10 lessons from Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by Harv Eker. Lesson 1. Master your money blueprint. Eker emphasizes the importance of understanding and reshaping your money blueprint, which consists of your beliefs, attitudes, and habits related to money. By identifying and changing limiting beliefs about wealth, you can create a mindset conducive to financial success. Picture yourself standing at the edge of a cliff, the wind whipping around you, your heart pounding as you look down at the vast drop below. You're not here to jump, but to confront something just as daunting, your financial future. Harv Eker, in Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, begins with a provocative challenge. Don't believe a word I say. Why? Because his wisdom comes from personal experience, not universal dogma. Yet, he promises that if you grasp and apply the first lesson, mastering your money blueprint, you'll unlock the door to financial freedom. This isn't about quick fixes or get-rich schemes. It's about rewiring the deepest part of your mind to think, feel, and act like the wealthy. Let's dive into this transformative concept, explore how it shapes your financial destiny, and meet real people whose lives changed by mastering it. What is your money blueprint? Imagine your mind as a computer programmed from birth with a set of instructions about money. Eker calls this your money blueprint, a subconscious framework of beliefs, thoughts, and habits that dictates your financial outcomes. It's like a thermostat set to a specific temperature. If your blueprint is set for struggle, no matter how hard you work or how many opportunities you chase, you'll hover around that low set point. If it's set for wealth, success seems to flow effortlessly. Eker's core insight is this: your financial results are not random. They're a direct reflection of your inner programming. To change your bank account, you must first change your blueprint. Eker introduces the process of manifestation. Programming leads to thoughts, which lead to feelings, which lead to actions, and finally, to results. PTF A equals R. Your money blueprint is the programming, the software running in the background of your mind. If it's coded for scarcity, your thoughts will be negative, your feelings fearful, and your actions hesitant, leading to limited results. But if you reprogram it for abundance, your thoughts become optimistic, your feelings confident, and your actions bold, producing wealth. Mastering your money blueprint means taking control of this process, and Eker shows us how through awareness, understanding, disassociation, and reconditioning. How is your money blueprint formed? Your money blueprint isn't something you're born with. It's shaped by your early experiences. Eker identifies 3 primary influences: verbal programming, modeling, and specific incidents. Let's explore each one, bringing them to life with stories from the book and beyond. Verbal programming, the words that shape you. Think back to your childhood. What did you hear about money? For many, it was phrases like, money doesn't grow on trees, rich people are greedy, or we can't afford it. These words, repeated over time, sink into your subconscious, forming the foundation of your money blueprint. Eker shares the story of Stephen, a seminar participant who earned $800,000 a year but was perpetually broke. Why? His mother's voice echoed in his mind. Rich people are greedy. You should only have enough to get by. This belief, planted in childhood, caused Stephen to subconsciously sabotage his wealth, spending, lending, or losing it to avoid being a pig. At Eker's Millionaire Mind Intensive Seminar, Stephen confronted this verbal programming. Using experiential techniques, he replaced his mother's belief with a new one. Wealth is generous and achievable. Within 2 years, he was a millionaire, even buying his mother a condo in Hawaii to maintain her approval while embracing his success. Consider another example. Sarah, a fictional character inspired by Iker's teachings. Growing up, Sarah's father always said, "You have to work hard for every penny." She internalized this, believing wealth required grueling effort. As an adult, she worked 80-hour weeks as a graphic designer but rejected opportunities like freelancing or passive income streams because they seemed too easy. Her blueprint kept her trapped in a cycle of hard work for modest pay until she recognized and rewrote her father's words, opening her mind to smarter, not harder, ways to earn. Modeling, mirroring, or rebelling against your parents. The second influence is modeling, how your parents or guardians handled money. Iker explains that we often become like our parents financially or, in rebellion, their opposite. He shares his own story. His father, a builder, experienced wild income swings, from debt to riches and back again. Iker unconsciously mirrored this yo-yo pattern in his early businesses, making money only to lose it. It wasn't until he became aware of this modeling that he broke free, committing to consistent growth. By observing his thoughts and challenging the urge to sabotage success, he built a fitness store empire, selling half to a Fortune 500 company for $1.6 million. Let's meet James, another fictional example. James's parents were chronic overspenders, always in debt despite decent incomes. As a child, he watched them argue over bills, vowing never to be like them. In rebellion, he became a compulsive saver, hoarding every penny and living frugally. But this extreme reaction limited his growth. He avoided investments or risks that could have multiplied his wealth. By recognizing his blueprint was a reaction to his parents, James learned to balance saving with strategic investing, transforming his financial future. Specific incidents, moments that leave a mark. Specific incidents, memorable or traumatic events, can also shape your blueprint. Iker recalls his father's nightly rants about the stock market. Those stinking stocks. This programmed Iker to fail at investing until he consciously replaced that belief with one of opportunity. Once he did, his stock picks soared, proving the power of reprogramming. Imagine Lisa, a woman whose family lost their home to foreclosure when she was 10. The fear and shame of that moment ingrained a belief that money is fleeting and unreliable. As an adult, Lisa avoided financial risks, keeping her savings in low-yield accounts. Recognizing this incident's impact, she began to recondition her mind, taking small steps like investing in a mutual fund, gradually building confidence and wealth. The 4 steps to master your money blueprint. Iker provides a clear roadmap to master your money blueprint: awareness, understanding, disassociation, and reconditioning. Let's walk through each step with practical examples to show how they work. Step 1. Awareness. You can't change what you don't know exists. Iker urges you to identify the beliefs shaping your financial life. Write down every statement you heard about money as a child, like rich people are dishonest or money causes stress. Notice how these beliefs manifest in your actions. For Stephen, awareness came when he realized his mother's greedy rich belief made him give away his earnings. For you, it might be recognizing that we can't afford it stops you from pursuing big opportunities. Example, Maria, a small business owner, wrote down her father's phrase, "Don't trust banks." She noticed she avoided loans that could grow her business, keeping it small. This awareness was her first step to change. Step 2. Understanding. Next, understand where these beliefs come from. They're not your truth. They're inherited from parents, culture, or experiences. Iker helped Stephen see that his mother's belief stemmed from her own upbringing, not reality. Similarly, Maria realized her father's distrust of banks came from a bad loan experience in the 1980s. Understanding that these beliefs belong to someone else's past frees you to question them. Example, Maria traced her father's distrust to a specific incident, realizing it didn't apply to her modern context. This insight loosened the belief's grip on her decisions. Step 3. Disassociation. Now, separate yourself from these beliefs. They're not part of your DNA. They're just files in your mental computer, and you can delete them. Iker asks, can you see that these thoughts are not you? Stephen disassociated by recognizing that being rich didn't make him greedy. It allowed him to be generous. Maria decided her father's fear wasn't her own, choosing to trust financial institutions that could support her goals. Example, Maria visualized her father's belief as an old, dusty book on a shelf, closing it, and choosing a new story of financial empowerment. Step 4. Reconditioning. Finally, recondition your mind with new, wealth-supporting beliefs. Eker's tool is declarations, powerful statements spoken aloud to rewire your subconscious. Place your hand on your heart and say, "What I heard about money isn't necessarily true. I choose to adopt new ways of thinking that support my happiness and success." Then touch your head and say, "I have a millionaire mind." Repeat these daily, ideally in front of a mirror, to embed them deeply. Eker shares how he used declarations to shift from his father's stock market negativity to a belief in investment success. Stephen declared, "I create wealth with integrity," transforming his financial habits. Maria declared, "I trust myself to make smart financial decisions," opening her to business loans that doubled her revenue. Example, John, a teacher, struggled with the belief that teaching isn't lucrative. He declared, "I create wealth through my passion for teaching," and started a tutoring business, tripling his income. Putting it into action. Mastering your money blueprint requires action. Eker provides exercises to solidify these steps. Awareness exercise. Write down all the money-related statements you heard growing up. For example, money is hard to come by, or rich people are selfish. Understanding exercise. Reflect on how these statements have impacted your financial life. Did they make you avoid risks or overspend to prove a point? Disassociation exercise. Ask yourself, are these beliefs mine, or did I learn them? Can I choose differently today? Declaration exercise. Say daily, "My inner world creates my outer world," and "I have a millionaire mind," to rewire your subconscious. Eker emphasizes repetition. Reread the book monthly, practice declarations daily, and attend the Millionaire Mind Intensive Seminar for immersive reprogramming. He shares the story of an older seminar attendee who, at 63, realized his Depression-era father's scarcity mindset had held him back despite years of education. After applying these steps, he amassed wealth in 18 months, proving it's never too late. Why this matters? Mastering your money blueprint isn't just about money, it's about freedom. Your blueprint shapes not only your finances, but your confidence, relationships, and happiness. Eker's own journey from a broke potential to a multimillionaire shows that anyone can reset their thermostat. Stephen's transformation, Maria's growth, and countless other stories echo this truth. Your financial destiny isn't fixed, it's a choice. By becoming aware of your programming, understanding its roots, disassociating from limiting beliefs, and reconditioning your mind, you become the architect of your wealth. So, as you stand at the edge of your financial cliff, don't turn back. Declare, "I have a millionaire mind," and take the first step. Your blueprint is waiting to be mastered, and your future is waiting to be transformed. Lesson 2. Think like a millionaire. Adopt the mindset and habits of successful millionaires. This includes cultivating a positive attitude towards wealth, embracing abundance, and taking proactive steps to achieve financial goals. Imagine stepping into a room filled with millionaires. The air hums with confidence, not arrogance, and their eyes sparkle with possibility. They're not smarter than you, nor do they work harder. So what sets them apart? In Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, Harv Eker reveals the secret. It's how they think. Lesson 2 is about adopting the millionaire mindset. 17 wealth files that outline how rich people think and act differently from the poor and middle class. These aren't just strategies, they're a revolution in perspective. We'll explore key principles from these files, meet people who transform their lives by thinking like millionaires, and discover how you can rewire your mind to attract wealth. Buckle up. This is where your financial journey takes a bold turn. The power of thinking like a millionaire. Eker's central idea is that your thoughts shape your reality. Rich people don't just stumble into wealth. They cultivate a mindset that aligns with success. The wealth files are mental blueprints, ways of thinking that drive actions and results. Eker learned this the hard way. In his 20s, he chased every get-rich-quick scheme, from real estate to stocks, but always ended up broke. It wasn't until a wealthy friend told him, "Harv, rich people think differently," that he began studying the psychology of wealth. By adopting their mindset, he turned a $2,000 loan into a fitness store empire, selling half for $1.6 million. The lesson? To achieve millionaire results, you must first think like a millionaire. Let's dive into 5 key wealth files that capture this mindset, weaving in Eker's examples and new stories to show how they work in real life. Each principle comes with a declaration and action step to help you internalize it. Wealth file number 1. Rich people believe, I create my life. Poor people believe, life happens to me. Millionaires take responsibility for their financial outcomes, while others play the victim, blaming the economy, their boss, or bad luck. Eker emphasizes that wealth begins with owning your choices. He shares his own shift from blaming external factors for his failures to taking charge. When he committed to his fitness store, refusing to quit until he succeeded, his mindset of, I create my life, turned potential into profit. Consider Maya, a fictional single mother working as a receptionist. She always blamed her low income on her lack of a degree and demanding job. After reading Eker's book, she realized she was giving away her power. She declared, I create my life, and enrolled in an online coding bootcamp. Within a year, she landed a $70,000 tech job, proving that taking responsibility changes everything. Declaration: place your hand on your heart and say, I create my life. Touch your head and say, I have a millionaire mind. Action: write down 3 ways you've blamed others for your financial situation and 1 action to take control, like starting a side hustle. Wealth file number 4. Rich people think big. Poor people think small. Millionaires aim to impact millions, while others settle for small, safe goals. Eker's transition from one-on-one consulting to founding the Street Smart Business School exemplifies thinking big. By scaling his vision, he reached thousands, multiplying his income. He challenges you to ask, how can I serve more people? Take Alex, a fictional baker who ran a small cupcake shop. He loved his craft but thought, I'm just a local guy. Inspired by Eker, Alex reimagined his business, launching a baking tutorial YouTube channel. His videos went viral, leading to a cookbook deal and national brand partnerships. Thinking big transformed his small shop into a multi-million-dollar empire. Declaration: I think big and serve millions. Action: identify 1 way to scale your business or influence, like creating an online course or expanding your market. Wealth file number 7. Rich people associate with positive, successful people. Poor people associate with negative or unsuccessful people. Your network shapes your net worth. Eker's success soared when he surrounded himself with mentors and high achievers. He urges you to seek out positive, successful people who inspire growth. At his seminars, attendees form lifelong connections with like-minded individuals, sparking business ventures and friendships. Meet Priya, a fictional graphic designer stuck in a toxic workplace. Her colleagues complained constantly, draining her ambition. After attending a Millionaire Mind Intensive, she joined a local entrepreneurs group. Networking with driven professionals led to a collaboration with a startup, doubling her income and reigniting her passion. Declaration: I surround myself with positive, successful people. Action: join a mastermind group or attend a success-focused event within the next month. Wealth file number 16. Rich people act in spite of fear. Poor people let fear stop them. Fear is universal, but millionaires act despite it. Eker's arrow-breaking exercise at his seminars, where participants break a wooden arrow with their throat, teaches this vividly. A Seattle attendee hesitated to attend the Millionaire Mind Intensive due to a 3-hour drive, but acted anyway, transforming his financial life. Eker explains that action is the bridge between your inner world, thoughts and feelings, and outer world, results. Consider Liam, a fictional aspiring author paralyzed by fear of rejection. He shelved his manuscript for years until he adopted Eker's principle. Declaring, I act in spite of fear, Liam submitted his work to publishers. After several rejections, he landed a deal, and his book became a bestseller, proving that action trumps fear. Declaration: I act in spite of fear. Action: list 3 fears holding you back, e.g., starting a business, and take 1 small action despite them, like researching or making a call. Wealth file number 17. Rich people constantly learn and grow. Poor people think they already know. Millionaires are lifelong learners, while others cling to, I know that. Eker shifted from a know-it-all to a learn-it-all, learning from masters to build his wealth. He shares the story of an Olympic skier who, despite starting as the worst among his peers, became a champion through relentless learning. Iker stresses that success is a learnable skill. Take Sophia, a fictional nurse who felt stuck in her career. She dismissed financial education, saying, "I don't have time." After reading Iker's book, she committed to learning, attending a real estate seminar. She invested in a rental property, creating passive income that allowed her to work part-time, proving the power of growth. Declaration: I am committed to constantly learning and growing. Action: read one financial book this month or sign up for a seminar. The Millionaire Mindset in Action. These wealth files aren't just ideas, they're a call to action. Iker's student Natalie embodies this shift. Raised by cheapskate parents who hoarded coupons and drove a rusty car, she rebelled by overspending, racking up credit card debt. At the Millionaire Mind Intensive, she realized her spending was a reaction to her parents' scarcity mindset. By adopting a millionaire mindset, balancing saving and spending, acting despite fear, and learning, she paid off her debt and built wealth. Her parents, inspired by her, attended the seminar and retired as millionaires, proving the mindset's universal power. Another example is Andrew Wilton, an 18-year-old who attended Iker's seminar. By thinking like a millionaire, saving strategically, and acting boldly, he funded a 10-day trip to Spain, enjoying financial freedom his peers couldn't imagine. These stories show that the millionaire mindset isn't reserved for the elite. It's accessible to anyone willing to think differently. Rewiring your mind for wealth. Thinking like a millionaire requires practice. Iker's declarations, like, "I have a millionaire mind," rewire your subconscious when spoken daily. He also recommends action exercises, such as challenging fear or joining success-oriented groups, to make these principles stick. Repetition is key. Reread the book monthly, as Iker suggests, to make the mindset automatic. The Millionaire Mind Intensive Seminar, which Iker passionately promotes, takes this further. Attendees like Stephen, who went from broke to millionaire, experience immersive reprogramming. Exercises like breaking arrows or rewriting beliefs create cellular-level change, aligning your inner world with wealth. Why this matters? Thinking like a millionaire isn't about greed, it's about freedom. It's about choosing your life, not letting circumstances choose it for you. Iker's own journey, from a broke dreamer to a multimillionaire, shows that this mindset works. Whether you're Maya breaking free from a low-paying job, Alex scaling a cupcake empire, or Sophia building passive income, the Wealth Files offer a roadmap to wealth and happiness. As you stand in that room of millionaires, know that you belong. Declare, "I have a millionaire mind," and take action. Think big, act despite fear, and never stop learning. Your millionaire mindset is waiting to be unleashed, and your wealth is waiting to grow. Lesson 3. Set clear goals. Define clear, specific, and achievable financial goals. Create a plan to reach these goals and take consistent action towards their attainment. Setting goals provides direction and motivation to succeed. Picture yourself on a ship in the middle of the ocean, sails up, wind blowing, but no destination in sight. You're moving, but where are you going? In Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, T. Harv Eker doesn't just teach you how to sail. He hands you a compass and a map, showing you the power of setting clear, bold goals. While Eker doesn't label goal setting as a standalone lesson, it's woven into his wealth files. Principles like playing to win, committing to wealth, and thinking big. Lesson 3 is about defining your financial North Star with precision and passion, then steering toward it with unwavering focus. We'll explore why clear goals are the backbone of a millionaire mindset, how to set them, and meet people who turn dreams into reality by charting their course. Let's set sail for your wealthy future. Why clear goals matter. Eker's philosophy hinges on the idea that your mind is a goal-seeking missile. Without a clear target, it drifts aimlessly, pulled by distractions or fears. Rich people, Eker says, play the money game to win, wealth file number 2, which means setting ambitious, specific goals that stretch their potential. Vague wishes like, "I want to be rich," don't cut it. They're like telling your ship to sail somewhere nice. Clear goals give your subconscious a mission, aligning your thoughts, feelings, and actions toward success. Eker's own story illustrates this. In his 20s, he chased vague dreams of making it big, jumping from one business to another without a plan. Broke and frustrated, he realized his lack of focus was the problem. When he set a clear goal, to build a successful fitness store chain and become a millionaire, he committed fully, borrowing $2,000 on his Visa card to start. That clarity transformed his trajectory, leading to a multi-million-dollar deal with a Fortune 500 company. The lesson? A clear goal isn't just a dream. It's a decision that shapes your destiny. How to set clear goals. Iker's teachings, particularly in Wealth File number 3, Rich People Are Committed to Being Rich, suggest a goal-setting process rooted in clarity, commitment, and action. Here's how to do it, inspired by his principles. 1.Be specific. Define your goal in measurable terms. Instead of, I want more money, say, I will earn $100,000 in 12 months through my freelance business. 2. Think big. Align with Wealth File number 4, Rich People Think Big. Aim to impact millions, not just yourself. Your goal should scare you a little. It's a sign you're stretching. 3. Set a deadline. A goal without a timeline is a wish. Deadlines create urgency and focus. For Commit fully, Wealth File number 3 emphasizes doing whatever it takes, legally and ethically. Write your goal down, declare it daily, and act despite fear. 5. Break it down. Create smaller milestones to make the goal manageable. Each step builds momentum. Iker also advocates for declarations to anchor your goals. Place your hand on your heart and say, I am committed to achieving my financial goals. Touch your head and say, I have a millionaire mind. These statements program your subconscious for success. Examples of clear goals in action. Let's bring this to life with stories from Iker's book and new scenarios, showing how clear goals turn vision into victory. Iker's fitness empire. Iker's journey to wealth began with a specific goal: open a fitness store and scale it into a chain that would make him a millionaire. He wasn't just trying to make money. He set a clear target, a timeline, and committed fully, even when it meant borrowing money he couldn't easily repay. His focus on this goal drove every decision, from hiring staff to negotiating deals. When setbacks hit, like slow sales or supply chain issues, his clarity kept him on course. The result? He built one of North America's first retail fitness chains, selling half for $1.6 million. His goal wasn't just a number. It was a lighthouse guiding him through storms. Natalie's balanced wealth. In the book, Iker shares Natalie's story, a seminar attendee who rebelled against her parents' scarcity mindset. Raised by a cheapskate, parents who hoarded coupons and drove a rusty car, Natalie overspent to prove she wasn't like them, landing in credit card debt. At the Millionaire Mind Intensive, she set a clear goal: pay off $20,000 in debt and save $10,000 within 2 years while enjoying life. This wasn't vague. She outlined monthly budgets, cut unnecessary expenses, and started a side hustle selling handmade jewelry. Her commitment to this goal, reinforced by daily declarations like, I manage my money with balance, transformed her finances. Within 18 months, she was debt-free, had savings, and inspired her parents to attend the seminar, where they set their own goal to retire as millionaires. Carlos, from employee to entrepreneur. Meet Carlos, a fictional character inspired by Iker's teachings. A warehouse worker earning $40,000 a year, Carlos dreamed of financial freedom but felt stuck. After reading Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, he realized his vague wish to get ahead lacked focus. He set a clear goal: launch a landscaping business and earn $80,000 in profit within 2 years. Thinking big, he aimed to serve his entire city, not just his neighborhood. Carlos broke it down. Get certified in landscaping, 6 months. Save $5,000 for equipment, 1 year, and land 20 clients, 18 months. Despite fears of failure, he declared, I am committed to my wealth, and acted, taking night classes and networking with local homeowners. By year 2, his business hit $90,000 in revenue, proving that clear goals turn dreams into reality. Aisha's global impact. Aisha, another fictional example, was a high school teacher passionate about education but frustrated by her $50,000 salary. Inspired by Wealth File number 4, she set a big goal: create an online tutoring platform to serve 10,000 students worldwide and earn $200,000 annually within 3 years. She specified milestones: build a website in 6 months, launch with 100 students in year one, and scale through marketing. Committing fully, she invested her savings in a developer and declared, "I think big and serve millions." Despite skepticism from colleagues, she acted, learning digital marketing and partnering with educators. By year three, her platform reached 12,000 students, generating $250,000. Aisha's clear, ambitious goal didn't just change her bank account. It transformed lives globally. Overcoming obstacles to goal setting. Eker warns that fear and limiting beliefs, part of your money blueprint, can derail your goals. Wealth file number 16, rich people act in spite of fear, is key here. When Carlos hesitated to invest in equipment, fearing debt, he used Eker's arrow-breaking mindset. Feel the fear, but act anyway. He took a small loan, trusting his plan. Similarly, Aisha faced self-doubt about competing in a crowded market but declared, "I am bigger than my problems." Wealth file number 9. Pushing forward with her platform. Another obstacle is lack of focus. Eker's seminars teach participants to prioritize one major goal at a time. Andrew Wilton, an 18-year-old from the book, set a single goal: save $3,000 for a 10-day trip to Spain. By focusing solely on this, cutting expenses, and working part-time, he achieved it in a year, enjoying financial freedom his peers envied. Clarity and focus make goals unstoppable. Practical steps to set your goals. Eker's action-oriented approach, especially in wealth file number 17, rich people constantly learn and grow, inspires these steps to set and achieve your goals. Write your goal. Be specific and bold. Example: I will save $50,000 for a home down payment in 3 years. Set a timeline. Assign deadlines for the goal and milestones. Example: save $10,000 in year one, $20,000 in year two. Declare daily. Say, "I am committed to my financial goals," and "I have a millionaire mind." To rewire your subconscious. Break it down. List 3 immediate actions. Example: open a savings account. Automate $500 monthly transfers. Research side gigs. Track progress. Review weekly to stay on course. Adjust if needed, but never lose sight of the big picture. Learn continuously. Read books, attend seminars like the Millionaire Mind Intensive, or join a mastermind to stay inspired. Eker emphasizes repetition. Reread your goal daily, as he suggests rereading the book monthly to keep it front and center. His seminars, where attendees set goals in immersive exercises, show the power of this practice. One attendee, a 63-year-old retiree, set a goal to build a $100,000 investment portfolio in 2 years. By learning from experts and acting daily, he hit $120,000, proving goals work at any age. Why this matters? Setting clear goals isn't just about money. It's about designing your life. Eker's message is that wealth is a choice, and goals are how you make it real. Whether it's Eker building a fitness empire, Natalie escaping debt, Carlos launching a business, or Aisha impacting thousands, clear goals turn vision into victory. They give you purpose, focus, and the courage to act despite fear. As you sail toward your financial future, don't drift. Set a clear goal, specific, big, and time-bound. Declare, "I have a millionaire mind," and take one step today. Your North Star is waiting, and with every action, you're closer to the wealth and freedom you deserve. Lesson 4. Manage your money wisely. Develop good money management habits, including budgeting, saving, and investing. Practice frugality and discipline in your spending habits, and prioritize building wealth for the long term. Imagine standing at the edge of a financial tightrope, balancing your dreams on one side and your bills on the other. One misstep, and you could tumble into chaos. Or worse, stay stuck where you are. In Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, T. Harv Eker hands you a balancing pole, the art of managing your money wisely. This isn't about pinching pennies or living like a monk. It's about mastering your finances with a system that builds wealth while letting you enjoy life. Lesson 4, drawn from Eker's wealth file number 14, rich people manage their money well. Poor people mismanage their money well, is your guide to financial discipline. We'll dive into why money management is the backbone of a millionaire mindset, explore Eker's powerful system, and meet people who transform their lives by taking control of their cash. Let's step onto the tightrope with confidence. Why managing money matters. Eker's core insight is that wealth isn't just about earning money. It's about keeping and growing it. Rich people don't